20 years of Spinnin Records. That's 2 decades of great artists, ongoing highlights, but most important of all, great music. A lot has happened in those 20 years. That's why we've asked our DJs to share their favorite memories from past years. In this episode, The Hymn.
Personally, I know Spinnin Records for a while because of Mark and Garrix, all the other great artists that were releasing on Spinnin.
There were loads of those like early Dutch house tracks that they were on like the Dance Smashes and Radio 538 played them, and those did a lot of Spinnin Records. Yeah. And I also remember like when EDM became like massive, you know, and Beatport was the place to be. Like Spinnin would be just dominating the top 10s always, like they'd always be there.
We got in touch with Spinnin, I think 2.5 years ago. We were sending Jorn like a lot of demos, and so we got invited at the office. We had a good chat with Roger and Jorn, and the vibe was like amazing, so that's the reason why we decided to work with them.
And well, as the saying goes, the rest is history. Nowadays, The Hymn is known for their uplifting melodies and worldwide acclaimed dance gems. They have a unique talent to blend strong dance sounds with captivating pop sentiments.
I think Spinnin is trying to push us to make us more aware to the club side of music, you know, like we've done a lot of stuff that's like more all around, more pop music, because we like that as well. And I think Spinnin is helping us to also focus on that club music. We're about to release some more clubby tracks, and also our like main originals have become a bit more housey again, and it's pretty fun. We're trying to look for what's that combination of like deep house, and like stuff that's still a big track, you know, like we don't really want to do EDM, but we also don't want to only do deep house, because like I said, like you want to sometimes on those big stages have a big feeling track and a big feeling drop. And I feel like a lot of DJs are now kind of looking to where's that new spot that we can go to. And to be honest, we're trying some stuff out and it feels really weird. Like I think the next 2 singles are definitely way different than stuff that we've done before. I have no idea if it's going to work or not, but yeah, we want to keep looking for that. I think I'm very proud that the biggest dance label in the world is like a Dutch run label, and you know, they started this whole thing, and I think like still to this day people look a certain way to Dutch DJs. Like we have one little leg up. They definitely helped create this whole nurturing ground that we also benefited from. We were both kind of DJing in the Amsterdam techno scene, both making techno music and more underground styles. And then we got to chatting at a festival in Amsterdam. But we were hanging out there and we were talking, and we got to talking about music production. And so we thought, let's go in the studio, let's like try some new things, try some remixes, and that slowly turned into what we're doing today. We have a strong vision of what we want to do. You know, we want to make house music. We want to have it give our own vibe. We want to know that it works for the dance floor. We want to know that it works for people to listen to. No, the only thing we used to argue about was the air conditioning in hotel rooms. Like Steve always wanted -20,
yeah,
and I would like 22 or something. And then that was, I don't know, on a lot of other things we're usually like, we only need like half a word and then we'll know what's up.
Do you know what I remember? Like the Chainsmokers tour. Like,
yeah, that was really wild. Yeah. There was like a big warehouse, must have been 8,000 people.
Yeah.
And like it was completely packed. We were opening for the Chainsmokers on their Europe tour, and like, I don't know, you know, once you got on the stage and said anything on the mic, it was like, ah! Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah.
We started out with piano house.
True. Then we did some deep house, dabbled in some vocal chops. I don't know, man. It's so difficult to talk about your sound. Like we talk about it a lot. We've always just kind of tried to make music that we vibe to and that we like, and we love good songs. Like I think pretty much all our tracks have songs on it.
Yep.
I think one thing that is changing is because we're playing bigger shows, we're also trying to do bigger tracks. The Sam Feldt track was pretty cool. We had another track already that we were working on with Sam, Drive You Home, that came out later, but was actually made before that one. And then we decided to do another day, and I think Sam just came to the studio.
Yep.
He had that vocal with him,
yeah,
Midnight Hearts, and we just started working on it. He had a beat or something, and I think we just put some piano stuff on that.
It was made actually in a day.
It was made in a day.
Like 8 hours.
8 hours, yeah.
It's crazy.
When you see people playing that song, or when you play that song, I mean, and they sing along with it, it's like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yo, what's up? We are the Him.
Happy birthday, Spinning. 20 years is a lot. You're still a young but very agile and awesome company.
On to the next 20 years.